goodness sake. Hello, my name is Benjamin Bloom and I've just witnessed Sheffield Wednesday 2, Ipswich Town 1. Ipswich going down to 10 men very controversially at the end of the game and then immediately conceding. Oh, goodness me. Right, let's calm down and let's do this. So, Sheffield Wednesday start the day 16th on 4 points. They had a good win over Millwall in the week. Ipswich started 21st, only on 2 points. No wins yet for Paul Hurst, and that continued today. Wednesday, lining up a 4-2-3-1. Dawson in goal. Palmer, Lees, Thornley and Penny across the back. Pelapussi and Bannon are the centre midfielders. Might have butchered that name in a slightly crude way there, apologies. Mateus, Reach and Yao are the three behind Nuihu up front, the big guy. Ipswich change the system a bit today, so 4-1-4-1, no skews. So what happens, Białkowski in goal, Danasian, Unsiala, Chambers, Knudsen, the back four. Chalobah sits on his own, as he kind of did in the Blackburn game at the start, in front of the back four. Edwards on the right. Eden comes back into midfield after his suspension. Nolan with him. Ellis Harrison, the forward, plays on the left-hand side of midfield, out of position. And Caden Jackson makes his first start after 25 seconds. Danasian gets up the pitch from a throw-in. He has a 25-yard volley well over. Eden takes a corner for Ipswich. Unsiala up at the back post. Bit of a harsh chance. Headed wide. Good start from Ipswich. Nice, energetic. Got the territory. Got things going. Nice. And quickly, Eden robs Thornley. Ipswich got a 4-on-3 attack here. Thornley stays down to try and get the free kick. Ipswich do not capitalise. The ball isn't played through to generate a one-on-one at any point. Nolan cuts inside. His shot is blocked. Harrison comes in to press onto Eden, takes it back, shoots from 30 yards way over. You can see the first 10 minutes, all Ipswich here, chances-wise. Silly slide tackle from Bannon on 13. He takes out Harrison and takes a yellow. Sorry, other way around. Silly slide tackle from Harrison on Bannon, rather. He takes a yellow. Bannon lifts the free kick in. Harrison defends it well. First corner defended, but from the second corner, yet again, Ipswich concede from a set play. This is actually getting ridiculous now. So Bannon takes it from the right-hand side. He swings it in. It's a good corner. Chalobah is with Zhao. Zhao doesn't appear to make a run. He seems to just step back onto the ball and heads it in off the back post. Just really annoying. You turn up, you start the game well, you're on top, you're out of position forward playing in the left midfield, gives away a free kick to put you on the back foot, you defend the first corner, and then it's just Chalobah switching off for the second one. That is the 6th set play goal against Ipswich already this season. It's not good enough. I'm not saying anything about the new era or the football or anything. I'm saying if you concede so many set play goals, it does not matter what you do in open play. You're going to lose most of your games and you're going to be behind for a lot of your games and you're going to have to score a lot of goals. You cannot concede this many set play goals. I think I've made my point. Very annoying having started well. On 19, Harrison fouls Nuihu. Very dangerous spot, 1 yard off the touchline to the right-hand side of the penalty box. Obviously, I'm fearing the worst here. Bannon swings it in, swerves it left-footed. Thornley sprints in, they lose him. He throws himself at it and heads it wide. Could have been 2-0 there. Wednesday haven't created anything from open play, just Ipswich's inability to defend from set plays causing the issues here. Great break by Ipswich here. Eden feeds Nolan. Better touch there. It's in the air when he plays it to him. Tries to bring it into his path. Better touch and he's one-on-one, but he can't make the final touch. This is a theme we need to talk about at the end. Lack of quality in good positions from Ipswich. Worrying. 23 nicked over the top for Jackson. Feeds Knudsen. Drives it across. Dawson spills it. There's 2 Town bodies on top of him, but it falls to Thornley, who clears it. Now that was on 23, and the game kind of peters out for the middle third of this half. Not much doing really, both teams cancelling each other out. But on 39, Ipswich get the equaliser, and indirectly really from a set play, but irony of irony, they score from a set play. So the corner goes in from the right. They try and do like a short one into Harrison, and they waste that one, but Bannon, strangely for him, miscontrols it and dribbles it out of play to give another corner away. This corner is overhit this time. Jackson does really well to keep it alive. He feeds Edwards, who's the right guy to feed it to in these situations, because he's not just going to lump it in the box. Stands up his man, who backs off. He tries to cross it. The cross is deflected, and it's a bit ugly from here on. It goes up in the air. Eden does a really good job of the ball's bobbled up in the air. I'm just going to head it back and put it back into play. He does that well. Chambers attacks this, and at this point now, Sheffield Wednesday's defensive line is a mess. Now, what the Wednesday fans were annoyed about here is that Ellis Harrison is standing in an offside position. So if Nuiu does not go back with Nsiala, everyone's offside. But Nuiu comes back with Nsiala, who is onside, and he powers in, headers in the goal. Big foul cry from the Wednesday fans when that gets replayed on the screen. But I think the way the referee's seen it is that Harrison is standing still and not interfering, and Nuiu is playing Nsiala onside. I did see a replay, not the best angle, so let me know in the comments if you disagree with me, but that's probably what I think the referee is thinking there. It's 1-1. Bannon now does get his silly yellow that I was mixed up with earlier on. I think he's probably a bit annoyed about giving that corner away. Eden kind of comes in heavily on him, and he doesn't get a foul, and it's a bit of a retribution tackle there. 44, Nuiu loses it, hacks down Nolan to stop a counter-attack. We saw this against Derby on Tuesday as well. He takes a yellow there. Into stoppage time, and it could have been Ipswich going in front. The corner goes to the near post this time. It's a great flick by Harrison, because it's driven in quite low, and he gets down and flicks it over. Nsiala powering in, and actually really good bit of defending by Palmer on the goal line. He hurts himself in the process, but really good off the line clearance there. Tossed down the line, bounces nicely for Harrison. He comes in side. It comes down slowly. If it comes down quicker, he's going to get a better shot on this. He half volleys it. He's in the middle of the goal, edge of the area. Defender in the way of Dawson. Gets as good a contact as he can on it as the ball's coming down. I think it's a good save by Dawson, because it bounces right as Dawson's hand is going out. Sometimes you see the keeper mishandle those. Half time, really frustrating half. Ipswich start really well. Eden's playing very well. Edwards, it goes without saying, he's playing very well. He's made the step up better than any of the signings so far. And just another set play goal after sort of 13 minutes or 15 minutes or something, which was Wednesday's first foray into Ipswich territory. It's annoying, and it's not good enough, and they need to learn how to defend set plays. Bit of a nothing period in the middle of the half, and then a bit of a grubby goal for Ipswich, but I really did not think they deserved to be behind. I think the possession stats would have been slightly in Ipswich's favour in that half. I think the possession stats are going to get skewed by the last 12 minutes of playing against 10 against 11, but the pattern again, like Derby, of playing quite well but giving away rubbishy goals and not getting your attacks together is not a good one, and I hope this changes going forward. Ipswich forced 3 corners at the start of the second half. The third one, Harrison tries an overhead kick, hits the target, doesn't really get good contact on it. Dawson catches it and boots it straight down the pitch, because Mateus is one-on-one. He's waiting inside his own half, and he's onside. Knudsen looks terrified as he's coming down. He doesn't deal with it. Mateus does get on the end and can't finish there. Counter-attack chance for Wednesday there. Reach comes forward, sets Mateus away. Really inviting low cross. This slides it lovely on the floor. It's behind most of the forwards. They're piling in towards the 6-yard box. Bannon's arriving, he controls the shot, and Knudsen is very well positioned to Białkowski's left. Clears it off the line. Probably would have been better a right foot attacking that and lashing it, because Bannon has to close his body off and aims it for the corner there. Both midfields pushing on a bit, nice, a bit more open after that bit miserly middle third of the first half. Chance-ish for Nuihu, big free kick booted in long, and he sort of heads it on. But you can see, and the point I'm trying to make without too much of an Ipswich bias, is that Wednesday are not creating much from open play, counter-attacks and set plays. That's it. Knudsen throw to Jackson, Cheston volley down, catching practice for Dawson. That Knudsen loses flight of the ball here in the left back position, has to pull down Palmer, a professional foul there for a yellow. Ipswich midfield starts to drop a bit deep for this next passage of play. Harrison loses a 50-50. Palmer comes inside and he shoots wide, I think, with his left foot. The Wednesday crowd are calling for Forestieri. On he comes on 71 minutes for Mateus. And if I've got this right, Forestieri goes left and João goes right. I don't know if that's a switch over. I don't remember. 74th minute. So I've seen this once in the ground. I was pretty much level with it, but I was up in the top tier of the Wednesday grandstand, so I can't profess to have had a good view of this. There's a few players in the way. The ball breaks clear, and Forestieri is, say, here, and Unciala is here. Now, Unciala is twice the size of Forestieri, and very speedily slides across the floor and swipes the ball away with his right foot. At this point, I turn and look. I think it goes out to Guion Edwards. With his follow-through, possibly with his left foot, so his right foot's gone and played the ball and his left foot slid, he catches Forestieri. Forestieri goes down, and I don't think there needs to be a vendetta against Forestieri here. I don't think he makes a meal. I'm prepared to be wrong. Debate this in the comments. I've seen it once. I'm sure everyone's looking at the replays now. And the referee pulls out a red card. And I was a bit befuddled and puzzled and flabbergasted by this. I know the wording of the rule quite well. It's reckless challenges that will endanger an opponent. And I think they've put something in about going over the ball now as well. So Unciala doesn't go over the ball, so we can discount that. He takes the ball, but that's irrelevant in the wording. I just didn't think the challenge was reckless, and I didn't think that endanger the opponent bit. I don't want to sound biased. I'm trying to do these vlogs and you know, give a balanced view of the game. Just didn't look like a red card at all. I'm sorry. Please, if you've seen the replay, comment me. If you've watched it more than once, comment me. I don't think it was reckless and endangered the player for the serious foul play. And I would go as far to say as that I would imagine Ipswich might have a good chance of appealing that as well. I think it's a very, very poor decision by the referee. Ipswich bias aside, I think Unciala slid in, took the ball. It's a big guy against a little guy. Worst, a free kick and a yellow card. I just didn't think it was reckless. I don't think it's serious foul play. That's my view. I'm prepared to be wrong. Let me know in the comments. Bit of a protest from Ipswich. The free kick goes out for a corner, and you can see that the chaos caused by this is in Ipswich heads. But I think I need to try and differentiate between the two here, because now these players need to concentrate and forget the red card, because this is another bloody set play goal. It's ridiculous. It's pretty much exactly the same goal as in the first half. So it's a right hand side corner. Bannon's going to in swing with the left foot. And I love you, Mr. Białkowski, but what the hell were you doing? So the corner goes into the back post. Zhao's in exactly the same position as the first half. Białkowski comes out. He's flapping because he doesn't get anywhere near the ball. Zhao heads it against the post. It comes back out. Białkowski's nowhere, and it's hooked over and towards the goal. Nuihu runs in and slams it in, but I think it's already crossed the line, and Zhao gets the goal. And we need to differentiate this, because, okay, if the red card was a bad call, then so be it. you know, that's by the by. But I think this was really bad goalkeeping. And again, I'm prepared to be wrong. I watched the replay. But if Białkowski stands still, the ball hits the post, it comes back out, and he stands in the middle of the goal and catches the return. I don't know if he got blocked off. I'll stand corrected if he did. But Ipswich are terrible at defending set plays. Day one, Blackburn score from a free kick. Game 2, Rotherham score the second phase from a free kick. Exeter score from a free kick. Only Aston Villa haven't scored set play. Derby, 2 set play goals from a corner, second phase, and a direct free kick. And today, another 2 goals. I'm repeating myself. It's not good enough. It must be a communication and an organisation thing. Although it's going to start getting in their heads soon, because it is literally every game. On average now, it will be over a goal per game being conceded from set plays. I do think the chaos from the red card had something to do with it, but Białkowski, Chambers, Knudsen, there's experienced guys in there. Okay, not that many, but still, I don't think they covered themselves in glory on that one. Generally, I'm speaking. Downs comes in for Eden, who was unlucky, I think, to be substituted. I just guess fresh legs. A bit brave from Hurst, actually. He plays 4-3-2 is the formation. Puts Chalobah in at centre back, so expect a centre half coming in before the Norwich game. That's a kind of clear sort of indication when you're sticking a midfielder in at centre half for the last 12 minutes. Fletcher comes in for Zhao, who takes a big ovation. Didn't play that well. He scored a couple of headers from corners, but fair play to him. Put 2 goals in. Big one over the top. Harrison, he's bearing down on goal. I thought they were going to equalise straight away. As he's pulling the trigger as it's coming down. Good clearance from Wednesday. Forestieri down the left. Dangerous cross there, and Białkowski, much better from him, tips it over. Sears comes in for Harrison, who did take a bit of a knock there. Big one into Fletcher on 86, chest down. Good effort here, volleys it, left-footed far wide. 4 minutes stoppage time. Ipswich lobbing the ball forward. Falls to Downs. He shoots into the crowd, but strong clearance from Wednesday. Another free kick in at the end. Nolan's arriving. He can't sort his feet out for the volley. So the narrative of this game is going to be dominated by that 78th minute, the red card, and immediately the goal after. But let's go back a bit further. Ipswich playing quite well first 10 minutes, and I don't want everyone to get distracted by the red card here. The red card did not cause 2 set plays to be conceded from again. Okay, let's get that out. So poor in the first half from Chalobah losing his man. Get back into the game. Like I say, a bit of a muggy goal. I think Nsiala was onside and Harrison was offside. Let me know in the comments. Ipswich strong towards the end of the first half. More even in the second half, but certainly the game was either teams to take. Looked like it was going for a draw. And that red card really puts the spanner in the works. I think it's a poor decision. Let me know in the comments, like I keep saying, if you've seen the replay. But you've got to concentrate and you've got to defend the set play. And it wasn't good. And, you know, I keep using the term in these vlogs this season, Wednesday didn't have to do a lot to score. And they scored 2 goals. They weren't that much of a danger from open play. That's the match. Let's talk a bit about the system, because there was no skews today. Player for player. I can't give Białkowski a pass because of the second goal. And I can't give Chalobah a pass because of the first goal and losing his man. I don't think Chalobah played to his potential today. It looked a bit clumsy at times. The back 4, fine. Eden was good. Eden was good in centre midfield. I think most Town fans would be pleased with his performance. Very industrious, puts himself about. He's a good footballer. I like Eden. The 4-1-4-1. What that meant is that Nolan was arriving on the ball a lot more. There weren't 2 midfielders swamping up all that deeper midfield possession. So I thought Nolan had a bit of a better game today. Edwards, good work as per usual. So a lot of that midfield was pretty good. Ellis Harrison is not a left-sided midfielder. He did everything that was asked of him. He's good in the air. He tries to kind of get forward, but he's not a left midfielder. And his foul put us on the back foot for the first goal, although we should have defended the set plays. Jackson was a little bit lightweight up front, but certainly gives a different type outlet in respects of running in behind. Wednesday weren't that great. They got the win. I'm worried about the set play business. I'd be interested to see if the red card is appeal, and I'm very, very interested in your comments. This is very frustrating. Ipswich are finding lots of different ways to be in fairly even games and still lose them. I'm behind Hurst. Don't think this is a ranty video. I just hope that two things could be happening here, and I'll shut up after I've said this. One could be the players are going to warm to the system, but there's just a little worrying thing of lack of quality when we're attacking. Just little first touches, little passes going astray. Hopefully the case is that it's the players getting into the system, but more worryingly, if that lack of quality continues, that you know, maybe this level's a bit tricky for some of these players. I hope I'm wrong. I'm going to go calm the hell down at Benjamin Bloom on Twitter. Please comment me about that red card. Let me know what you're thinking about going forward. And it's only Norwich next. Dear oh me. Subscribe, comment, thumbs up, what have you. See you later.